Homebrew.
Coming at ya. A happy Homebrew Wednesday.
It's a Saturday, but you'll get the video on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I'm tired. Are you tired?
I'm tired.
It was a long day.
Yeah. We caught a mouse today. Christian caught the mouse. That's a whole story. Brewed Christian's competition beer.
Might have brewed it down a little too much, so...
Well, you'll see more on that. And then bottled my beer.
Yep.
We'll have more on that.
You will.
But someone asked if we could show more of nature, like the frogs that you hear out here. But I thought instead we'd show you some other nature. My cat, I'm a dog person, just so you know. But the cat, because the dog passed, is my little buddy now, so she thinks so. But anyway, she brought in a mouse that she threw up in front of the TV screen while the missus and I were watching TV and started chasing it around. Then she brought me a big mouse as a gift. Then she brought in a baby garter snake, which I've got some video of. And then she brought in a mouse last night, which I was up till 1 a.m. trying to get the mouse and cleaning up the mess I made trying to get the mouse. And then the big man got the mouse this morning. He was the hero.
Yeah. You know, all you have to do is talk to the mouse, make a little squeak noises, and tell him it's going to be alright. Just get in the fucking box.
He was totally the mouse whisperer, and he was making bargain deals with the mouse. He was talking to it. So we got video of some of both the snake attacking my camera and the mouse whisperer. Here we go. You go get him, Magic. Go get him. Oh, yeah, come on, come get him. Come get him. There he is.
Hello, dude. Hi. Here's the deal.
I am getting the damn broom because you're going to have him running across the room now. Mr. Mouse Whisperer. I'll get the shop vac and vacuum him up.
You're welcome.
Wow, got that on film.
Alright, shit as much as you want in the little box, dude.
Someone said they wanted more nature shots from us, so there you go.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
That's what I said. So if you wanted a hamster,
did you already take a deuce in the box?
Yeah.
Aww. I could call him Little Deucer. Aw, Little Deucer.
Don't let him jump out, for God's sake. Yeah, he kept talking to him the whole time. It's so hilarious. Alright, so hopefully that was entertaining. I'm essentially over the cold. Minor drainage, but I'm feeling good. So, alright. So, we brewed today.
We did.
And here's some footage of that. It's Sunday morning. Garage of full boxes for packing the SJ Pour Experiment beer. And Christian's getting things ready for his challenge beer.
Yeah, I could have done this on a sunny day, but I was hanging out with a girl yesterday.
It's Oregon. There are no more sunny days. Yeah, we got this new water filter, so I can see the water tastes better already. Yeah, our awesome Oregon water tasting even better. God, that smells good, doesn't it?
So we use Simpson's, which is Scottish. Alright guys, we got it. Got the water up to 164, boom! Needed the mash at 152. I think it's like at 151 and a half, so I'm gonna call that successful. I got my coffee and I got an hour. So I guess I'll watch some basketball. Alright guys, I got my sparge water getting ready to go. And we're gonna start doing some grain bed setting. And guess what? Yeah. That's right, I got my SJ Pour Tournament shirt on. So you know what that means? Winning beer. Let's see how this thing starts to look. Alright guys. Not as red as it was before. We changed the grains to Simpson's to make sure that it was Irish or Scottish style. And we added a little bit more, we actually added some Golden Promise to it this time. Added more grains because I want a little bit more maltiness in it. We'll see. Might not be as red as I wanted, but this is what we're gonna get. So hopefully it turns out a little bit more red as the grain bed starts to rest. So we'll see what happens, but smells good. All right, we got it running. Let's take a look. Ooh, look at that, guys. That's turned out pretty red. Not as red as I would have liked it to be. It's just a little bit lighter. But that might be a red for you guys. So, key lesson learned here. When you're making a beer with Kevin Clements, Mr. Clements Homebrew himself, don't let him tell you to add more grains that are a lighter base just to make it more imperial. Because it turns your beer less red. But hopefully it's still tasty, because you know what our motto here at Clements Homebrew is, at least when Kevin's around? The bigger, the badder, the better. I sometimes like a sessionable beer. Oh well, we'll see what happens. I think you're still gonna like it. Psst, by the way, you're not gonna like Kevin's beer. Oh, it's like, it's got cherries and chocolates, and he's gonna put in some bourbon. I mean, who wants a beer like that? Or you could have a red ale. Huh? Think of that. Nice tasty red ale, a little Scottish yeast, a little bit of hoppiness to it, or like a big badass stout. I don't know. I'll take the red ale, and so should you, because this beer's gonna last for the ages. The test of time, baby. The test of time. Everyone wants a red ale.
Alright, so we got a little hot liquor tank now. And we're going to be creating a sparge arm here soon. But, so we're sparging the grains here. I got a water filter at Home Depot. And so I took the tubing to the flange here, so now we could put on a line. And on this side, we go from your interior type screw to a hose type bibbing, and then male to male. And then I simply got the kind of tubing that you would use for hooking up a washing machine's water. So I got the nice easy way to screw on, so I can just easily connect it and disconnect from the hose. I'll keep this on all the time, and then I can also hook it up to my utility sink, so I can also do large amounts of filtered water inside the house as well.
I got my pre-boil hops in. I've got a nuisance in the background building some sparge water kit. And the wind is driving me nuts. But you know what? Still gonna be a good brew. I gotta clean up some stuff, and then I'll get back to this boil. What did you call me? See that? See that right there? How can you concentrate when you got a guy like that back there doing all kinds of stuff? Oh my. Oh my. Look at that. That's almost better than a nice pair of beer tits right there. Mmm, pre-beer. Yum yum. Let's get this boil going.
I'm working on a fly sparge, just a cross arm. Got the holes kind of going back and forth, not straight down, but kind of offset on each side, with holes closer together on the outside than the inside. Kind of want to get that water and force it to distribute. And I just got to get myself a 1/2 inch to go in the middle. And we got this little baby set up. By the way, the efficiency, we went from batch sparging to fly sparging today. And make life simple, I just went with a nice small one, 5 gallon, because I'm only doing 5 gallon batches anyway. So why get a big one? I got that puppy set up. And that allowed us to kind of do it with a tube, but still do more of a fly sparge. And boy, the efficiency, I'm going to check it in a minute, but it's much higher because we tasted the grains, man, and they're just stripped. It's a windy day, which is causing Christian to swear a lot today.
Yeah.
And but I just checked the efficiency. I mean, we were getting some really crappy efficiencies of like 55 and 65% recently. So without even our fully implemented sparging system, fly sparging, still we just popped up to 70.4% efficiency. The only problem is that just pushed up the estimated ABV on this beer to 7.6%. So,
oops. That's what happens when you brew with this guy. He compensates with extra grain.
No. We did it at our normal efficiency. We just increased our efficiency. I estimated 65. So we only bumped up 5.4% from our estimate, but it's good. It's all good. Christian strategically moved my van to stop the winds, which also reduced the amount of swearing he's been doing. My poor virgin ears.
At least Dad made me a burrito. I'm pretty happy. I'm trying to convince him to do some beer drinking while we're at it, but he's worried about wrecking his beer.
Yeah, I got a bottle of my beer here soon.
Don't worry, we'll start drinking.
Oh, we will. I'm going to be adding in my bourbon that I've had sitting on oak and vanilla beans in while it's bottling up. And I also have some bottling yeast that I started a small yeast starter last night. So I'll be adding that in so I have fresh yeast going in, because I went all the way to a tertiary and I want to make sure that it has yeast to carbonate. So while Christian's measuring out a teaspoon of yeast nutrient, over here I've got bourbon. That's right. So I've been working on my blends of what I'm going to be adding into this beer of mine for the SJ Pour contest. This is the winner. These are some variant mixes of dark French oak and medium French oak on bourbon with vanilla beans.
Alright guys, just put in 3 ounces of hops and flame out. We're gonna whirlpool this
For a half hour.
for half hour. That means my forearm is gonna be tired tonight. I have to find a girl.
234.
The good thing is it is super red. I was really concerned about not being red enough, but it's red. And we're definitely getting the hoppiness in there. That was the one thing I was concerned about, was it wasn't malty enough, it wasn't hoppy enough. For my personal choice. Obviously this was a beer I wanted for myself to share with you guys, so I think we got it right this time. Now, if anyone wants to ask, we're still going to remake version 1.0. It's really good. All I get is compliments about 1.0.
That is until he tastes this and sees if he likes it better, of course.
I still think I like version 1.0
Yeah,
just as a sessionable ale. This one's going to be a little bit higher content.
Yeah, because the
1.0 will be our sessionable summer red ale, I would think. The Scottish yeast is amazing, I think.
yeah, I think it's fantastic.
So,
On the other hand, I'm nervous about my beer. So, I honestly think it needs 5-6 months of age. So, we'll see.
so basically, if he doesn't make it out of regionals, him and I are going to have a fantastic beer in 6 months to a year, because we'll have extra that he's been saving.
Yeah. Yeah, all the things I've read about making a stout with cherries says they get better over time. You want to age them, so. And obviously, I leave for Europe in 2 weeks, so for the UK. It's not like I have time to brew another beer myself.
I, on the other hand, already brewed my Scotch ale. We have tons of leftover hops. So I think maybe while Dad's gone, I'll brew an IPA, and then he'll come home to a fresh batch of IPA,
And
use
all my
or
hops
lose it.
gone.
His hops will be gone. It's okay. You gotta make room for more hops, right, guys? You always need more. So we'll probably use Ryan. I'll probably use Ryan Rashawn's base malt for his IPAs, and then I'll just hop the hell out of it. Highway hell. No bourbon in the red ale. If you were a professional brewer like me, you wouldn't have to worry about this. All jacked up. Beer, SJ, the challenge, challenge, SJ.
Take this.
Bitch got some bourbon.
Is that
That's much better.
better? That's what she said.
That's extra flavoring for you guys. My forearm is so stiff. 15 minutes in, that's a lot of work. Bring over one of my spare girls.
Travis, last bottle hit heavy. So I just want to thank you for the little tube trick. I mean, that works amazing. This would have taken 3 times as long to empty this big old 6.5 gallon glass boy.
Sweet! Yeah, you suck!
You can hose it off and hose it off.
Sabotage! We're having an argument on my measurement. Pretty sure it was 8.6. This is why I'm going to start brewing at my house. You don't have wind problems at your house, at my house. Wind problems here equals overboiling, which equals you guys get higher ABV beer. Final gravity after the boil, 1.086. Oh yeah. Anywho. Hoppier, maltier base, satisfaction. I might even guarantee it. I boiled a gallon more than I needed to. Clements Homebrew getting you fucked up. Woo!
I kept telling him he was boiling too high. It tastes good though. You just missed a downpour, man. We just finished in time.
No shit. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I think Dad actually threw in some of the clips of him working on our sparge system too.
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, a little
so, I didn't get to use the sparge system. And,
But you got to use the new hot liquor tank. I've got.
I buy a new hot liquor tank,
yeah,
that's true.
yeah, yeah.
But overall, it was a fun day. it went smooth, yet not smooth because there was a lot of wind, and that wind is very frustrating. He
was swearing at my garage.
Which caused me to overboil it because I kept turning it up and down, and I couldn't get a consistent boil because it kept blowing the flames out. So, in the end,
that and our efficiency went up. I think the last time he brewed, he had about a 55% efficiency roughly,
Yeah.
and the efficiency was 70.4, and we're gonna hone that in a little farther. But
it definitely went up. So you guys will get definitely a tasty, nice beer out of this.
it's gonna be probably the Imperial Happy Hoppy Red Kilt Riser at this point.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But well, our neighbors just got broken into.
Good stuff. Take it all. So anyway,
But yeah, successful day altogether. I'm really happy with it. I mean, I can't complain.
it tasted really good.
Tasted good.
I tell you what we did is I looked a little bit. We got a water filter, if you probably saw, and the water tastes so much better out of that filter. And we've got good water to start. And then we added a teaspoon of gypsum, a teaspoon of gypsum in the mash, and then we had 1.5 teaspoons of gypsum at the start of the boil.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had the first wort hoppings in there before it got to a boil. And then we added, this is once it boiled, but we added 3 ounces right after the boil at flame out. And then we just, I did a whirlpool
For a half hour.
for a half hour with that sucker. So it was a long time, but
I tell you what, that wort tasted good.
it tasted good.
That wort tasted really good.
So it's definitely a different beer than the first one. The first one, lots of good reviews, but
I think this one's going to be a lot closer to that beer to stand the test of time. I'll tell you that.
yeah, this one probably be closer.
And then we bottled mine, and we added my secret weapon, my blend of bourbons that sat on oak chips and vanilla beans.
We drank some too.
We drank a bit, yeah.
Obviously.
That was good. And so, yeah, that one's going to need to age. It's not going to probably have aged enough by the time it goes to that first round. And so if I don't make it past that, I'll be just so sad because as it ages, it's going to get so good and I'll have all this beer to drink.
Yeah, darn.
I owe Larry a bottle. I know I promised Larry a bottle. SJ too, I'm sure. Anyway, so that's what we got. We're going to call it good. It's been a long day. And happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys.
Yeah, happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. And get your beers done and send them.
That's right. We want to have them here by June 5th. And I want to try to have mine shipped out by the 9th of June. And I'll be heading to the UK in 2 weeks from today. So I'll be seeing all you guys in the UK. And on the 20th of May is when I'll be meeting guys in London. So tune in. I think that Zippy Viking is going to help coordinate. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Cheers.